Allah. Allah. Grand Rising, Karen. Hello, beautiful angel. Grand Rising, Flower Power. Hello, beautiful angel. Hello, Cinnamon. Grand Rising, Val. Hi, beautiful. So you guys are going to get a kick out of what Spirit showed me this morning. I laughed out loud. It was hilarious. And I'm going to share it with you guys, and I'm going to make a video about it too, because oh my goodness, it's so funny. It is so funny. Hello, Trina. Hi, beautiful angel. I was here yesterday. Hey, Sharon. Hi, beautiful. Yeah, ain't nothing but a thing, Sharon. I got a message on my phone, right? A message to my phone number that said, what did it say? Sleep with one eye open. Yeah, someone sent me a message. Sleep with one eye open. And you know what I did? I sent Aurora after them. I haven't heard from them since. You know, these people think that they can mess with dragons. They really can't. Yeah. Yep. Val, in YouTube, it's good to put the bell on. It's good to put the bell on. Yes, absolutely, Sharon. We don't have to lift a finger. You know, we really don't. Our dragons take care of it. That's what they're there for. That's another reason why, especially those of us that are showing things to people and helping wake people up, we get attacked a lot. And that is exactly why we need to be introduced to our dragon, because they take care of it all for us. Hello, Brandy. Hi, beautiful. That is one of their missions, is to protect us. Yep. Exactly. You are, darling. You absolutely are. These people won't know what hit them. They won't know what hit them. Val, anytime, darling, just give me, just send me an email when you would like a session. If you need more information, I can give that to you too. Grand Rising, Ashley. Hi, beautiful. Yes, Trina. Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Wendy, hi, beautiful angel. I can't wait to show you. I'm just giggling so hard today because Spirit showed me something this morning that just, oh my goodness. You guys are going to laugh your butts off. You guys are going to laugh. It was just so much confirmation. So much. I love it. I love it. This game is getting really, really good. This movie that we're watching. That we're the actors in. We're actually the actors in this movie. We're the good guys. We're the boots on the ground. Good guys. The butterflies. It's an allegory to embrace. We were up early doing our dancing. 6:30. It was in my room this morning in TikTok. Yeah, it was nice. Sometimes I just go in the dance room just to hold space. Sometimes I feel like dancing. Today I danced and did grid work. I did grid work. My oh, what are they called? My organites. My higher chakra organites called to me, so I did grid work. Oh, Bobby rocks. Oh my goodness. Dude, I cannot wait to show you what Spirit showed me today. I cannot wait to show you what Spirit showed me today. You guys are going to laugh. You're going to laugh so hard. We'll wait until more people get in here, though. I want to share it with the maximum of people, because it's going to make you laugh. Love is the key. Love is the key. Always. Love is the key. I did. I had a weird dream, but I can't remember it. I can't remember anything about it. But I know it was good because I was deep in dream state when my alarm went off at 6:30 this morning. You've been having your solo dance class as well. We're always there, Ashley. Anytime you want to come in. It's me, Mama Bear, and Tammy. It was good. You remember parts of it? Awesome. Yeah, I had a weird one the other day. I will never forget that one because it was really wild. And I told you guys about it. It was the plane. It was the one about the plane. Oh. Working at a casino. Ah. Hello, Farhadi Hadi. Welcome. We're going to do our messages from Spirit in just a moment. Sky sent. All right. We are all sky sent here from the stars to create our new earth. That's what we're here for. Get the evil off the planet and create our new earth. The Schumann today, let's look at that for a moment. The Schumann today is at 42, 50, 55, and 42. That's what the Schumann looks like right now. Yep. Oh, Val. Maybe. Possibly, you know, once we are connected to our dragons, they watch over us. I know the person that threatened me. Yeah, they really shouldn't have done that. They really shouldn't have. Life is a highway, guys. Life is a highway. That's what universe wants to send us. Also, if you hear any music from any past loved ones, that is them coming in to say hello, right? All right, there's our butterfly that all of you are on and helping to create the new earth. Yes. That is our butterfly. And everybody's on there. Yep. I did too. I got that message on my phone and I was like, Aurora, take care of it. That's all I had to do. I didn't have any fear about it because I know I'm protected. Yup. Hello, Yaya. Hi, beautiful. Your ceremony last night was awesome, but I did fall asleep at the end. I had to go. I was tired. Hello, Christy. Hi, beautiful. All right, we're going to do our messages for the day. Let's see what we get today. Chakra Wisdom. Chakra Wisdom says mindfulness. Mindfulness, the third eye chakra. Exactly, Wendy. Exactly. I am aware of my thoughts and I ask myself, are they uplifting and are they true? Hello, Nature Station. I do this because I know that my thoughts significantly affect my mental, emotional, and physical health. And because I know that my body believes everything that I believe. I am not in control of all situations that come my way. Nor am I in control of what others do and say. However, I do have free will as to how I respond. I choose to respond to all situations from an enlightened position rather than just reacting. We just got this one, right? It might be because some of us are still reacting to things that we don't need to react to. We have no control over them. We have to remember, not our circus, not our monkeys. Not our circus, not our monkeys. All right, here is our Healing Energy Oracle. Healing Energy Oracle, attention. Attention, I am attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional, and I forgive. My desire to improve is constant. I am firm, brave, and hardworking. Yes. The calm. I breathe, live, and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts. All fear dissipates and I find peace in my being. Yes. And freedom through faith. Freedom through faith. I calm my thoughts and rise above fear. I free myself of all doubt by entrusting my doubts to God. I have faith in God's perfect timing and placement. I trust His will and find freedom. After we do our cards, I'm going to share this funny thing that Spirit showed me this morning. And you guys, I hope you're going to laugh. I found it quite hilarious. So hopefully you're going to laugh too. All right, here is our Work Your Light Rainbow Oracle. Remember to collect the light codes from these. Oh, and there's Star Mother. And that's a beautiful light code. Collect that. How can you mother yourself? Star Mother. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive. Connect with nature. Right? Connect with nature. Very important. And there's that light code. Grab that. And Lumeria. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Creating heaven on earth. It is happening. Grand Rising Victoria. Hi, beautiful angel. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to share this with you guys. I just giggle when I think about it. Who is in control, guys? Who is in control? God is. God is in control of everything. Everything. Here's our Star Seed card, our Star Seed Oracle. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Be the leaders. Lift the veil. Lifting the veil. Question everything. Anything unaligned must go. Yes. Aw, thank you, Nature Station. Thank you. Yes, please, thumbs up, guys. That's how the algorithm works in YouTube. Lifting the veil. And then Star Brothers. Again with Star Brothers. Yes. Oh, I love that, Christy. We love you too, darling. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. And trust. Yes. All right. Our animal for the day. Our animal is the eagle. Woo woo! I love it. You guys are going to see why. Eagle mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Are you listening to song changing? Wind of Change? Wind of Change is playing the song. You're guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Yes. Oh, you can double tap the screen on this? Oh, that's awesome. I love that. You guys are going to, wow. This has to do with the surprise that I'm about to show you. The funny. Here's our fairy card, And it says, wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Yes, make all our dreams come true. These are the Power of Love cards. Cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. Yep. Yep. All right. Here is our crystal for the day. Our crystal for the day. Aw, Jenny, you are loved, darling. Have a beautiful day, but you're not welcome here. Healthy communication in relationships. Heart to heart. Discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. The aqua aura. The aqua aura. Yes. Hello, Kathy. Hello, darling. Sometimes that happens. We just have to move along and keep on keeping on. All right. I call forth from within the light of source. We're going through our portal now. Thank you for standing at the forefront of our hearts and minds. Thank you for activating the ancient wisdom of our souls. We welcome in the support of heaven, earth, the stars, light beings, and beyond. And so it is. And so it is. The portal we're going through today is the Order of Melchizedek. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Embraced by light. Mission uncovered. Don't give up. We are the pillars. We are the pillars. And Melchizedek is our ancestors. Our ancestors are the Melchizedeks. Jesus was a Melchizedek. Yeshua. Oh, yes, he was. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. All right. Our butterfly for the day. Our butterfly for the day. Beautiful green. I have confidence in myself. I am ready for everything that life offers me. Yes. Have confidence in yourself. And our ascended master, last but not least, our ascended master, Lady Venus, Lady Love herself. Downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. All right, guys. Now I'm going to share with you what Spirit shared with me this morning. Hopefully you will get it. I hope you get it. All right. So we know, okay, so the election. Yes, we're going to talk about it a little bit because this is the message. Okay. So the election, this election is unlike any other election. It is an election of good and evil. I've known this since 2016. The elections since then have been trying to control the consciousness on the planet. So this is the guy that is on the side of the light, right? So I want you guys to look at his hat. Look at his hat and think mirror. And the first one to tell me what it means will get a big old shout out. Look at his hat and think mirror. Come on, guys, you can get this. Mirror. No. 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 Look at his hat. Look at the numbers and mirror them. It took me maybe a minute to figure it out. Mark, you're the closest right now. But still not quite. Okay, I'll give you another hint. I'll give you another hint. I'll give you another hint. The hint is in the knowledge book, God is called mirror. Oh, come on, guys. I know you can get this. Nope. All right. Think of the letters 4774 and 5445. Elisa got half of it. Elisa. Allah. Exactly. Now 5445. Allah. Correct. 5445. What are the letters to the numbers? Come on, you got half of it. Five, 445. S E-E-S. S-E-E-S. Sees. Allah sees. Allah sees. There you go. There you go. You didn't think that was funny? I giggled my ass off. It's all right there. It's such a movie. Oh my goodness. I was like, Spirit, you have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. I know. I know. It took me a minute to get it. Oh, that was so funny. That was so funny. I was like, such confirmation right there. All right. So, we're going to have a lesson in science. Very spicy. Yeah. Oh, come on, Bobby Rocks. Allah. 4774 and 5445. If you reverse them, mirror them. Mirror them. Oh, Nature Station. So he is Earth Alliance. He is working with the Galactics. If you are, no, it isn't. 4 is A, 7 is L's. Allah. There you go. Yes, Wendy. You have to think mirrored and inverted. Yes. Okay. Have you ever seen that thing where it says, if you can read this, blah, 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 right? You're one in how many thousands of people that can read it with the numbers? Yeah. Mirrored and inverted. Yes. Yes. I know, it is brilliant. It is brilliant. And the thing is, he is Earth Alliance. He is working with the Galactics, who are mentioned in the knowledge book. It is tricky, Yaya. It is tricky, but for those with the eyes to see, we see it. I thought it was hilarious. If you didn't get it, that's okay. Yes, Mark, absolutely. Yes. And God is called Allah in the knowledge book. And the knowledge book is also written by Melchizedeks or Galactics. Yeah. Yep. All right, we're going to do I was like, this movie's funny. This movie's funny. It's right there. And a lot of people won't get it because they don't know to mirror things. They don't know to invert them. Yep. It was, Christy. It was a brain teaser for sure. When I first saw it, I was like, what are you talking about? Then I looked at it. And then I said, Spirit, show me. And then they did. Yep. Always ask if you're ever confused about something. Yep. 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 Daylight. Yep. All right. So this is a lesson in science from Errol. Errol, remember, is our resident alien that's teaching us some knowledge. I know, Mark. I feel it. I feel it. We are on the highest timeline. We are on the highest timeline. She says, Matilda, remember Matilda is the lady that is doing the interviewing, the only one that Errol will speak to. She says, the transcript of this interview is verbatim. There is nothing more I can add to it. It says everything. This is top secret, official transcript of the U.S. Army Air Force Roswell Army Airfield 509th Bomb Group, subject alien interview, 29/7/1947, first session. Today, Errol told me about some very technical things. I took a few notes to remind myself so I can repeat what she said as closely as possible. She began with an analogy about scientific knowledge. Can you imagine how much progress could have been made on Earth if people like Johannes Gutenberg, Sir Isaac Newton, Benjamin Franklin, George Washington Carver, Nikola Tesla, Jonas Salk, and Richard Trevithick, and many thousands of similar geniuses and inventors were living today? Oh, wow, Christy. Yeah. Image what technical accomplishments might have been developed if men like these never died. What if they were never given amnesia and made to forget everything they knew? What if they continued to learn and work forever? What level of technology and civilization could be attained if immortal spiritual beings like these were allowed to continue to create in the same place and at the same time for billions or trillions of years? Essentially, the domain is one civilization that has existed for trillions of years with relatively uninterrupted progress. Knowledge has been accumulated, refined, and improved upon in nearly every field of study imaginable. and beyond imagining. Originally, the interaction of ISB illusions or inventions created the very fabric of the physical universe, the microcosm and macrocosm. Every single particle of the universe has been imagined and brought into existence by an ISB. Everything created from an idea, a thought with no weight or size or location in space. Oh, I love that, Christy. Every speck of dust in space, from the size of the tiniest subatomic particle to the size of a sun or a Magellantic cloud the size of many galaxies, was created from the nothingness of a thought. Even the tiniest individual cells were contrived and coordinated to enable a microbial entity to sense and navigate through infinitesimally small spaces. These also came from an idea thought up by an ISB. Hello, Christine Chiacha. Hi, beautiful BX. Every speck of dust in space. Okay, let's see. You and every ISB on Earth have participated in the creation of this universe. Even though you are now confined to a fragile body made of flesh, you live for only 65 short rotations of your planet around a star. You have been given overwhelmingly electric shock treatments to wipe out your memory. You must learn everything all over again each lifetime. In spite of all these circumstances, you are who you are and will always be. And deep down, you still know that you are and what you know. You still know that you are and what you know. You are still the essence of you. How else can one understand the child prodigy? An ISB who plays concertos on a piano at 3 years of age without formal training? Impossible if they did not simply remember what they have already learned from thousands of lives spent in front of a keyboard in times untold, or on planets far away. They may not know how they know, they just know. Humankind has developed more technology in the past 100 years than in the previous 2,000 years. Why? The answer is simple. The influence of the old empire over the mind and over the affairs of mankind has been diminished by the domain. A renaissance of invention on Earth began in 1250 AD with the destruction of the old empire space fleet in the solar system. During the next 500 years, Earth may have the potential to regain autonomy and independence, but only to the degree that humankind can apply the concentrated genius of the ISBs on Earth to solve the amnesia problem. However, on a cautionary note, the inventive potential of the ISBs who have been exiled to this planet is severely compromised by the criminal elements of the Earth population, specifically politicians, warmongers, and irresponsible physicists who create unlimited weapons such as nuclear bombs, chemicals, diseases, and social chaos. These have the potential to extinguish all life forms on Earth forever. Even the relatively small explosions that were tested and used in the past 2 years on Earth have the potential to destroy all life if deployed in sufficient quantities. Larger weapons could consume all of the oxygen in the global atmosphere in a single explosion. And therefore, the most fundamental problems that must be solved in order to ensure that Earth will not be destroyed by technology are social and humanitarian problems. The greatest scientific minds of Earth, in spite of mathematical or mechanical genius, have never addressed these problems. Therefore, do not look to scientists to save Earth or the future of humanity. Any so-called science that is solely based on the paradigm that existence is composed only of energy and objects moving through space is not a science. Such beings utterly ignore the creative spark originated by an individual Isby and collective work of the Isbys who continually create the physical universe and all universes. Every science will remain relatively ineffective or destructive to the degree that it omits or devaluates the relative importance of the spiritual spark that ignites all of creation and life. Unfortunately, this ignorance has been very carefully and forcefully instilled in human beings by the old empire to ensure that Isbys on this planet will not be able to recover their innate ability to create space, energy, matter, and time, or any other component part of universes. As long as awareness of the immortal, powerful spiritual self is ignored, humanity will remain imprisoned until the day of its own self-destruction and oblivion. Too late, too late. We know who we are. We know who we are now. Do not rely on the dogma of physical sciences to master the fundamental forces of creation any more than you would trust the chanted incantations of an incense-burning shaman. The net result of both of these is entrapment and oblivion. Scientists pretend to observe, but they only suppose that they see and call it fact. Like the blind man, a scientist cannot learn to see until he realizes that he is blind. The facts of earth science do not include the source of creation. They include only the result or byproducts of creation. The facts of science do not include any memory of the nearly infinite past experience of existence. The essence of creation and existence cannot be found through the lens of a microscope or telescope, or by any other measurement of the physical universe. One cannot comprehend the perfume of a flower or the pain felt by an abandoned lover with meters and calipers. Everything you will ever know about the creative force and ability of a God can be found within you, an immortal spiritual being. How can a blind man teach others to see the nearly infinite gradients that comprise the spectrum of light? The notion that one can understand the universe without understanding the nature of an Isby is as absurd as conceiving that an artist is a speck of paint on his own canvas, or that the lace on a ballet shoe is a choreographer's vision, or the grace of a dancer, or the electric excitement of opening night. Study of the spirit has been booby-trapped by the thought control operation through religious superstitions they instill in the minds of men. Conversely, the study of the spirit and the mind have been prohibited by science, which eliminates anything that is not measurable in the physical universe. Science is the religion of matter. It worships matter. The paradigm of science is that creation is all, and the creator is nothing. Religion says the creator is all, and the creation is nothing. These two extremes are the bars of a prison cell. They prevent observation of all phenomenon as an interactive whole. Study of creation without knowing the Isby, the source of creation, is futile. When you sail to the edge of a universe conceived by science, you fall off the end into the abyss of dark, dispassionate space and lifeless, unrelenting force. On earth, you have been convinced that the oceans of the mind and spirit are filled with gruesome, ghoulish monsters that will eat you alive if you dare to venture beyond the breakwater of superstition. The vested interest of the old empire prison system is to prevent you from looking at your own soul. They fear that you will see in your own memory the slave masters who keep you imprisoned. The prison is made of shadows in your mind. The shadows are made of lies and pain and loss and fear. The true geniuses of civilization are those Isbis who will enable other Isbis to recover their memory and regain self-realization and self-determination. This issue is not solved through enforcing moral regulation on behavior or through the control of beings through mystery, faith, drugs, guns, or any other dogma of a slave society, and certainly not through the use of electric shock and hypnotic commands. The survival of Earth and every being on it depends on the ability to recover the memory of skills that you have accrued through the trillennia, to recover the essence of yourself. Such an art, science, or technology has never been conceived in the old empire. Otherwise, they would not have resorted to the solution that brought you to your current condition on Earth. Neither has such technology ever been developed by the domain until recently. The necessity of rehabilitating an Isbi with amnesia has not been needed. Therefore, no one has ever worked on solving this problem. So far, unfortunately, the domain has no solution to offer. A few officers of the domain expeditionary force have taken it upon themselves to provide technology to Earth during their off-duty time. These officers leave their doll at the space station and, as an Isbi, assume or take over a biological body on Earth. In some cases, an officer can remain on duty while they inhabit and control other bodies at the same time. This is a very dangerous and adventurous undertaking. It requires a very able Isbi to accomplish such a mission and return to base successfully. One officer who did this recently while continuing to attend to his official duties was known on Earth as the electronics inventor Nikola Tesla. Yes, exactly. Nikola Tesla. It is my intention, although it is not a part of my mission orders, to assist you in your efforts to advance scientific and humanitarian progress on Earth. My intention is to help other Isbis to help themselves. In order to solve the amnesia problem on Earth, you will need much more advanced technology, as well as social stability to allow enough time for research and development of techniques to free the Isbi from the body and to free the mind of the Isbi from amnesia. Although the domain has a long-term interest in maintaining Earth as a useful planet, it has no particular interest in the human population of Earth, other than its own personnel here. We are interested in preventing destruction, as well as accelerating the development of technologies that will sustain the infrastructures of the global biosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. To this end, you will discover on very careful and thorough examination that my spacecraft contains a wide assortment of technology that does not yet exist on Earth. If you distribute pieces of this craft to various scientists for study, they will be able to reverse engineer some of the technology to the extent that Earth has the raw materials required to replicate these components. Some features will be indecipherable. Other features cannot be duplicated, as Earth does not have the natural resources required to replicate them. This is especially true of the metals used to construct the craft. Not only do these metals not exist on Earth, the refining process required to produce these metals took billions of years to develop. It is also true of the navigation system, which requires an ISB whose own personal wavelength has been specifically attuned to the neural network of the craft. The pilot of the craft must possess a very high order of energy, volition, discipline, training, and intelligence to manipulate such a craft. ISBs on Earth are incapable of this expertise because it requires the use of an artificial body specifically created for this purpose. Certain individual Earth scientists, some of whom are among the most brilliant minds in the history of the universe, will have their memory of this technology jogged when they examine the craft components. Just as some of the scientists and physicists on Earth have been able to remember how to recreate electric generators, internal combustion and steam locomotion, refrigeration, aircraft, antibiotics, and other tools of your civilization, they will also rediscover other vital technology in my craft. The following are the specific systems embodied in my craft that contain useful components. 1. There is an assortment of microscopic wiring or fibers within the walls of the craft that control such things as communications, information, storage, computer function, and automatic navigation. 2. The same wiring is used for light, sublight, and ultralight spectrum detection and vision. 3. The fabrics of the interior of the craft are far superior to any on Earth at this time and have hundreds or thousands of applications. 4. You will also find mechanisms for creating, amplifying, and channeling light particles or waves as a form of energy. As an officer, pilot, and engineer of the domain forces, I am not at liberty to discuss or convey the detailed operation or construction of the craft in any way, other than what I have just disclosed. However, I am confident that there are many competent engineers on Earth who will develop useful technology with these resources. I am providing these details to you in the hope that the greater good of the domain will be served. So yeah, there was many things on that ship that we took and created things like cell phones. Do you remember how quick things went, right? How quick things went when like we went from cassette tapes to CDs to Blu-ray discs, right? Where do you think we got that technology from? We got it from the Galactics. Yes. Also, everything keeps getting smaller and smaller. I remember when I was a kid, right? We had a phone that you dialed and had a cord and everything. And now we have these, a watch. You can get a phone call from a watch. Right? Yes. All of these technologies now, some of them were gotten during this way from Errol's ship or other downed ships. But another way was Eisenhower. Eisenhower made a pact with Greys and Zetas and reptilians. And it wasn't a very nice pact. It was a pact that they could take human beings off the planet as long as they wipe their memories afterwards. The problem is, in this day and age, we're waking up and we have these methods to get beyond their bullshit and see and remember. These memories are coming back to us through quantum healing, through meditations, through breath work. This is where when you're getting your memories back. Exactly. AI is becoming crazy these days. But we really have changed things, and things are going to be so amazing. And that's what I always look at, is the biggest picture, the bigger picture. You know, we can't keep our energy down. And I know it's hard. I got a message from a very close friend of mine, a beautiful angel. You guys know her. And she's like, I don't know if I can hold it together with all this stuff that they're doing. They're trying to make us angry. They're trying. But you know, you got to look at the humans. They're working together now. They're working together. And they're bringing, you know, supplies to North Carolina and the other places that were hit by the hurricane. They're starting to work together, and they're saying, you know, you don't have a right. They're standing up for themselves. Everything has a purpose. Even the stuff that we look at and say, wow, that's pretty shitty, right? That's really crappy of them to do that. But then you got to look at it. Well, maybe it's so that we will stand up for ourselves, right? Maybe it is so that we will stand up for ourselves. We need to stop being walked over. So, yeah. And our voices are our greatest weapons, is our voices. Exactly, Mark. Yes. They are trying to, but people are standing up to them. They're going around them. They're using different drop spots in different places. People are coming in jeeps and trucks and helicopters, and they're doing it around them. They have no right. They can push them away. They can stand up to them. Yes, exactly. We always want to focus on that bigger picture, on the biggest picture. And the biggest picture is beautiful. It's the new earth. Tomorrow we'll go back to Errol and have a lesson in immortality. That should be interesting. After snaps, we're going to have some more questions for Hatan. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We finished with Beyond the Veils. I hope you guys learned a little bit about the veils and everything from that. Okay. And then I put links in the Discord to the movies, that movie that I watched yesterday, the 2 parts. Let me see if there's any plays 1 messages. I got to put that in Discord too. That newest one that said, oh, there is a new one. Is there? Okay, this is the Jerusalem approaches authorized. That was on the 27th. So on the 28th of September, it says distorted are confronted. Distorted are confronted. Solar lords manifest themselves in activities. Terrans in acceleration of time. I told you. We are accelerating time, and we are changing the timeline to the highest timeline with our thoughts, with our words, with our hearts. New nuclei are opened. Multidimensional variety presents itself. Silver approach to new specific packages. Projectors for high humans plus D1 integrations aimed and intensified. 71% in reverberation, non-regressive. You know what that means? That means more people are waking up. More people are waking up. Projectors for high humans plus D1 integrations aimed and intensified means there are more walk-ins coming. The walk-ins are taking over the background people, basically. Yes. Neva plus R plus 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 14th Akashic projector aimed to support evaluation. 65% non-regressive. Next 15-point prediction of 19-point plus 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 authorized Jabention. I have a feeling this has to do with the next hurricane that's coming through. Aimed for support evaluation. Non-regressive. Prediction of 19 points. Jabention. What the heck is Jabention? I need to look up that word. Glossary. See if it's in the glossary. Nope. All right. Let's try good old Google. Val, it's supposed to be the same trajectory. Not the next one after that, I think. Yeah. Oh, okay. What is this? Nope. I don't know. Let me try Pinterest. That's another thing. If you can't find something in Google, always check Pinterest, because a lot of times you can find it in Pinterest. Let's see. That is where you'll find stuff on the New Jerusalem. If you wanted to look up, research the New Jerusalem, go into Pinterest. Okay, so Jabention. Jabention has to do with Commander Ashtar. He says, we're coming to an end. Taldore Campan setting reborn. Reborn. Who else is talking about reborn? That would be Amy. Amy Lynn's talking about. It says we are all connected in unexpected ways. It says, let's see. It's asking you which star system do you come from? And also bitten by a snake. Right? Think about the snake story. Think about the snake story there. Okay. And the God gene. So Jabention is the God gene. It has to do with the God gene. So let's go back and look at the message again. And we'll figure it out. The sign says, authorized Jabention. Authorized by God. There we go. We figured it out. See, that is how you figure out the Pleiades 1 messages. If you don't understand a word, go into the glossary that's there. But if you can't find it in the glossary, look in Pinterest. Yep. Yeah. Think of as an Ophiuchus. Yeah. When you think of snakes and immortality, think of Kundalini. Yes. Kundalini awakening. Yes. I do too. Oh, Pinterest is amazing. Pinterest is one of my go-tos. I almost every day I get Pinterest sent to me in my inbox, and I go over it every day. Oh, it's 10:11. It's snap time. Yay! All right, this is our butterfly. All y'all are on here, and we all lend our energy to the creation of the new earth. This is what we're doing. We are creating it. This is our past loved ones always with us as we create. This is our room. Miss Forest Fairy did this for us. This is the dragon energy, the priest, the pan, the angels, the jokers, the mother goose. We are safe. XOXO, the Ankh, the star, the rabbit holes because we go down them, the magic, right? Steffi drew this for us, and this is all eyes are on us. All eyes are always on us. We are always protected. Kathy did this for us, beautiful, and it is us. We are the rainbow butterflies of the Hopi prophecy. Divine love is working through us here and now to create our new earth. We have created end suffering, make love the new foundation. We have created a haven for children to be children and a new education system. We have created 3D detox centers for healing and guidance. We have created peace, love, joy, happiness, and safety. We have created no pollution and no poison. We have created completely open pineal glands for all and a world without violence. And here's a big old lucky hug for everyone in here creating. You all are loved and appreciated. We have created everyone connected back with Earth Spirit energy and source. And free energy, free water, clean water. We have created abundance and prosperity to do what we desire. We have created reverse manipulated energy grids. And no harp, No CERN. We have created a healthy Mother Earth and higher oxygen levels and shelter for everyone. Perfect health for everyone. No more taxes. Cleanup of our soil and better care for our elderly, our animals, our children, and our vets. And we started this on 9/8/22 over 2 years ago. And we continue every weekday here in the Butterfly Sanctuary at 10:11 a.m. EST. This is our healing chain. All these people have asked us to connect our energy with theirs so that they can heal themselves. So however you do that, with light language, with Reiki, with prayer, crystal healing, all beautiful modalities for healing. I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael and have him connect his energy with all these beautiful people. And we are going to send them love, light, and healing energy now. All right. Thank you all for that. You got a flute you need to learn how to play? Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. Trying to figure out what he wants to say today. Mm-hmm. All right. I guess we'll get into cloning today. We'll learn a little bit more about cloning. So the question is, are the rumors of man's alleged ability to clone human beings to the extent of producing carbon copies of world leaders true? To what extent is cloning of humans practiced? For what purpose? And do we have cloned standing armies ready to execute any kind of ordered atrocity? What is the truth about cloning? He says, greetings. Greetings and good morning to you, Sela. Though I suspect it to be afternoon in Canada. Well, I am all settled here in my comfy chair here in DC. And according to my agenda, oh my God! Did he really say that? He really did. He was in DC before now. Isn't that crazy? And according to my agenda, it seems as though I have a good 3 hours of free time on my hands. Strange occurrence, though it may seem for me. However, enough procrastinating. Let us begin, please. I will, however, take the questions one at a time. Hatan, thank you so much for attending to this question and answer period on our behalf. Will you be writing another book through us? I have the questions on the screen. I will read them off to you via telepathy, if that's all right. Okay. Did he answer the question? Oh, there we go. What is the truth about cloning humans? I see you both are indeed studious, to say the least. However, a good question. In order to answer it fully, I will take you back to the season of when it indeed was instituted. Long before either of ye ones were of the morning ability for the finding of yourselves down here, there were the fullest intent of scientists from 3 European countries or states, to be sure, for the size of them, who had at the time counter-produced the effect of restructuring the most highly complex DNA cellular structure with that of, for to say the least, alien tendencies. This created a subservient cellular structure, which, for sake of a better word, we will call it aberrational concern. This statement, so made later, down toward the 6th century, was forfeited as being too dangerous. However, it later was founded and picked up by more of our regular scientists in the later decade of the 80s. You see, cloning is not really that old. Because of their success being in rapid movement of the artillery of nuance, they ones of old did in fact adhere to the conclusion that to separate certain cellular structure and combine them, or rather integrate them together with those sensitive but selective, irregular patterns of those far below the earth crust, would indeed take quite a bit of piece of artwork in the modifying context of design. They also knew of the dangers contributed to such leaps of faith, but nevertheless, there were always those telltale signs which explicitly read that success was never a misdemeanor as far as the world of science was concerned. Now to answer your question. No, not every world leader is cloned. Only those ones who in fact would prove to be among the major contributors to societal benefact. In other words, don't let anyone tell you ever that 90% of the world leaders or even those who hold high office are really not themselves. Yes, cloning is done, and yes, it is done to an extent of which I wish it was not, but never be the gullible fact that it is done solely to undermine the society structure of mankind in general, for this is a complete fallacy. We have cloned individuals for the major event of pertaining to world peace, believe it or not. For the ongoing progression of mankind will never submit itself into someone's hands, which as a promising world leader would indeed prove detrimental to his or her cause. It is for the reason of national grace that we have succumbed to the fact that bracing human intelligence with that of strategic extraterrestrial influence could only serve to accommodate neutral ground for both races, whilst benefiting mankind itself. We are not all bad after all, and only by the saving grace of our wits were we able to succumb to the portion of goodness which would relate into the repertoire of mankind's ever nearing extinction. That cause in itself is a mere fantasy as well, for no nuclear devices are scheduled to drop upon your heads. Do you not realize that we are an inch smarter than that? So, dear ones, do utilize your own goodly reasoning power and project it into whatever reality is dwarfing the nations of the world. By doing this, you can be sure to help. As for over 100,000 to 250,000 cloned soldiers off the coast of China, that is ridiculous. But fantasy stories are often admired by the few who have nothing else to do. So that was his question on cloning. So there are some clones. Honestly, For me, how I figure it out is I read their energy. Hi, Amy Lynn. Hi, darling. Read their energy and you can figure it out. I've never heard of this, so I don't want to talk about it. I don't know what it is. Blinken Sop, I don't know what that is either. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Ships. Okay. This is a good question. To what degree do governments or the elite use and operate flying saucer technology? And how did they get a hold of such technology? What is it being used for? And how can they be distinguished from ships of the brethrenhood? Okay. So he says, he talks a lot. He's very, very wordy. Which, okay. Let us format a possibility of injecture here into the play of things. It was on the eve of Good Hallows Day, Halloween, that first started to ploy to enforce all regimented forces of the lighted brotherhood upon this planet. This way, it could indeed not be misconstrued to be of a less significant playdown into public awareness. Indeed, the structuring of enforcing such diplomatic relations within the public medium would in effect prove to be the conquering factor in the whole epilogue of things. You must understand that though your governments of the world do employ the power to state what actually happens, they refuse to do so. Not so much because of the fear of national panic, on the contrary, more because of the power loss they would incur over the multitudes. Exactly. When we gain our power, they lose theirs. Do not think for a moment in time that they would have written again the manufacturing of credentials for public forum, if there had not been a conjecture written in which to keep all as silent, and away from the people would need to be, at least at this time, the mandate of the people. There are specially equipped artillery weaponry among the satellite structures high in your atmosphere, which do not at times, but condemn those artifacts in your sky, which do with good reason encircle that earthen plateau, mostly for the well-being of the nations below. Whenever a craft is found grounded, whether it be of its own cognizance or not, flights of military troops are sent in, and are waylaid, bent on achieving the sort of information which could only be dealt with on a one-to-one contact source. This is indeed the plight of those mighty ones, who in turn sign for us the necessary contracts with reserve as to exactly what we will do with the material once it is all collected and processed in crafts of our own. However, we still have not so far succeeded in instrumenting their kind of technology due to be used in the deploying of such craft into the atmosphere to any distinct range above 10,000 feet. And this is simply stated because of the force necessary to catapult such artillery out of the gravitational force field of Earth itself. It is true that we have succeeded in placing our own upon the face of the moon, so to speak. But however, it is entirely another matter to find ourselves with the electrodes garnished in a hydrogen box in the hopes of equating ourselves within forces which are to be conquered from the universe itself. In other words, we yet must learn how exactly to harness the cosmic electricity in order to function these particular ships. Now, do we indeed manufacture such craft ourselves? Not really. You see, there is really no need, for enough have been placed in captivity within our laboratory conjectures or placebos to feed an army of artillery-minded gravidities. We have, in all told accounts, between the figures of 30 and 42 somewhere throughout the whole of the United States and Canada. So there's between 30 and 42 crafts between the United States and Canada. This may cause you some surprise, but Canada is indeed one of the leading nations, undercover of course, who have founded at least 2 antique mothercraft dating back to a consensus of 400 AD by the Aboriginal people. Where else do you suspect their hidden royalties come from? Has the government ever in the past, as far as you can remember, treated them with any kind of compassion or true sympathy? This is a good topic indeed. Now their payments have almost run out, and unless they can come up with duplicates of a more or less capacitated lot of flying machines, their time for compassion will indeed run itself amok. What do we use these beautiful craft for? A unique idea, of course, in the achieving of weaponry far above and out of the bounds of most high-flying maneuvering planes. However, there is one clincher, and that is the process in which we acquire the correct data for implementing the correct sequence into formulated working consignment. Well, indeed, that is another story, but for now we will satisfy ourselves with the diplomatic placebos of the future contracts, namely meaning the aliens. Do we fly these craft? We have tried, but past experience has told us that until we learn how to exactly harness the power of the wind, so to speak, whereby we have found that to do so will cause us very little calamity as far as income tax statements go. In a sense, for clarifying my message through to you, but in fact, it will save us countless amounts of currency. If we but successfully endure to the end with the solution of a solidified method, we shall forever remain rather grounded for the most part. For now, we must continue to acquaint ourselves with further study upon the whereabouts of all craft, just in case we can find a link there. And at best, if one be shot down and conquered, even though we are not supposed to be a warfaring people. Don't choke too hard on that one. We may just find a survivor which will take to our methods of disclosure without prior functioning abilities removed. This on occasion is the case, and my own stomach turns whenever I'm faced with this extreme peril of my own down-home cosmic brothers. I have at times managed to grant them amnesty, but for the most part, it was I, myself, who had to strike them from the records of life. Right. Okay. What time is it? 10:30. All right. He also mentions about the media being, what we're shown is all lies, and he even says that. And he talks about that German leader who I don't really want to mention. So yeah. I'll stick it in there, but I don't think it's in there yet. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to read some of it. but I will put it in there. All right, guys, do you want to go over to TikTok? Yes, our butterfly is filling up. Yep. Yeah, no worries, Christy. All right, let's go over to TikTok. That way we can have a powwow. All right. We're going to go over there in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go over to TikTok. We are family.